going to be your level 3 sparring video. We're going to be going over some of the offensive aspects of your sparring. Two main techniques we're going to focus on are going to be your ridge hands and your axe kicks. Okay, so biggest thing when you guys are working on your axe kicks, this is going to be a high kick. So it's kicking like top of the head, kicking off to the side of the head right here, maybe down onto the collarbone area right here. So your goal on this one, get that kick up really high. If you don't have that flexibility, definitely work on your flexibility. Stretch out at home, work your front splits, work your side splits, get those stiff leg swings up nice and high so you're getting that flexibility, okay? All right, so we're gonna start out first with your axe kick. Now, as I'm doing this in sparring, my goal is not to injure my partner, so I'm not gonna be striking with the back of my heel. So this is where you would strike if you're really trying to put power behind that strike. In sparring though, we're gonna point that foot, so we're hitting with that bottom of our foot. It's gonna give our foot extra reach, and it's also gonna stop us from hurting our partner, okay? So as I'm doing this, just like all of our other sliding kicks, first thing I'm gonna do is chamber. My knee's gonna come up, I'm gonna slide forward, and I'm gonna drop that axe kick down. So I'm gonna come here and throw that axe kick. Now pay attention to my hip as I do this. I'm not just gonna keep my body upright, I'm actually gonna drive my hip forward so I get even more reach out of this kick. So I'm here, and I drive my hip in as I throw that front leg axe kick, okay? Now, as soon as that foot comes down, you should think of it like a giant step. It's helping you get closer to your target, and as soon as your foot comes down, boom, you follow up with those hands. So now I'm here, I throw that axe, and I drop right into my hand technique, okay? So when I'm here again, light on my feet, get that leg up, and follow up with my hands, okay? So that's our front leg axe kick. Now with your back leg axe kick, you can use this the exact same way. Use that leg, get as much reach as far as you can. And the cool thing about this back leg axe kick is rather than being, like this normal safe distance, I can actually be a lot farther away. Pick that leg up, boom, and drop that kick. And super extend my kick out, okay? So again, my fighting hand, pick that leg up, boom, and drop it as far as I can. So that's gonna be your axe kick, okay? All right, so now we're gonna work on your guys' ridge hand. Now your ridge hands are gonna be number 7 and number 8 as you guys are throwing it. And you wanna make sure you tuck that thumb under, striking with that side of your hand, okay? So as I'm here with my target, just like all of our other blitzes, we're gonna cover that distance forward, but instead of striking to this side of the head, our front ridge hand is gonna come to the opposite side of the head. So most people are gonna get used to blocking out for that back fist, blocking out for that back fist, and then all of a sudden, boom, you hit the opposite side of the head, and they're gonna leave it open because they're not expecting it, okay? So the way I would throw that combination, I'd go front ridge hand, reverse punch for my blitz. So I'd be light on my feet, and I throw that blitz, just like that. Front ridge, reverse punch. Again, front ridge, reverse punch. So it's here, just like that. Now you can also do it the same thing using the backhand this time. I come in, front hand, back fist, front hand jab, and instead of throwing a 2-punch, I could throw a rear ridge hand, okay? So as I'd be here, I'd be coming in, throwing my front hand, finishing with my ridge hand, and you can throw this ridge hand to the body or to the head. And you can even kind of angle this down a little bit. So you throw that front hand here, you take this backhand, and it kind of comes up and over. So you're going over their hand, hitting more toward the top of the head. So I'm gonna work on one hitting to the body and then hitting to the head. So this is the body one. Just like that. And the one going over up to the head, I'm here, just like that. So those are 2 different blitzes you can use with your ridge hands, okay? And again, when you're working those blitzes, you can change up your strikes. One of my favorite blitzes is 1, 2, 8. I catch a lot of people on that ridge hand.